This is from CGTN. Suicide rates have steadily increased over the last 15 years. Watch this.
In just a moment, we'll look at where suicide rates are the highest. But first, an alarming statistic. 40% more American adults between the ages of 40 and 64 now die by suicide compared to just 15 years ago. Suicide rates have risen overall in the past few years, prompting health experts to question why.
Over 41,000 Americans died by suicide in 2013, a number that's climbed steadily in recent years. Some who work in suicide prevention believe poor U.S. economic conditions are partly to blame.
What you see is people losing jobs or people having to work extra jobs, and so those life stressors are increased, and that impacts things like personal relationships, work stress, criminal legal problems go up, substance abuse rates go up.
McKee says men in particular are loath to talk about mental health. This new website, mantherapy.org,
we'll be getting off our keisters,
uses a humorous approach to help men deal with their anxiety, even their suicidal thoughts.
It's the manliest way to relieve stress. And
we can't just tell men to, go see a therapist. We have to give them options.
All lies, people with degrees, and no common sense. It's not because of the lack of anything. It's due to the separation from God, from your natural identity, the anger in your heart. That's what it is. It has nothing to do with. There are people with buku money committing suicide like 90 going north. They're not poor. It has everything to do with the lack of character, the lack of love, a separation from the Father. And Satan is your daddy, and he is convincing you to take your life. He makes you see things that are not real, but they seem real, and convince you to take your own life. We need parents to be perfect examples so they can teach their children to be examples of how to deal with life. It's not happening. It has nothing to do with the physical. It's spiritual, folks. Anyone who has anger is subject to suicide. Anyone. I don't care what color, male or female. And if you can't handle stresses in life, you're gone. You're a goner. It will destroy you. You got to stop overreacting, forgive your mothers, return to your father. Your mothers and grandmothers in some cases. And forgive your father for not protecting you. You'll be fine. Your whole life will change. You will have peace on earth. It doesn't matter what you have or don't have. They lying to you. The CDC reported that 40% of U.S. adults have reported struggling with mental health or substance abuse. It's spiritual, psycho-spiritual. That's what it is, folks. And according to CNN, in Japan, more people died from suicide last month than from coronavirus in all of 2020. When I was in that farther state, I had the suicidal thoughts. I tried twice. Thank God it didn't work. He protected me. I would beat myself up in my death when I realized why I did it. I was lied to. Women were my God, and whenever I broke up with one, I felt like I lost God. And then to think about her being with someone else was even worse. It's a spiritual issue, folks. Those who believe in God, have faith in Him, suicidal thoughts never cross your mind. It's not even, it's like, you don't even, it's crazy. It doesn't even occur to you because it's not based on your friends, who you have or don't have, what you have or where you live or don't live. It has nothing to do with those things. Return to the Father, you shall have peace, and that includes peace of mind.